I saw this that happened on Tuesday night during the Pirates and Diamondbacks game, and we have to talk about it. So the Pirates have a second-year infielder named Rodolfo Castro, and he slid headfirst into third base, and his iPhone fell out of his back pocket, and he didn't see it at first, and then the umpire had to tap him and be like, "Hey, buddy, that's your phone." Both the third base coach and Castro had this like look of horror, like, "Oh my god." The manager said after the game the kid made a mistake. I talked to him about it, but I've watched baseball a long time. I've never seen a phone fall out of a pocket during the game. I'm sure it's happened, but I just don't ever remember it. Have you ever seen something like this before?
Never, never. That is, I can't believe I when I saw that happen, I couldn't believe it. That is the most embarrassing thing that could possibly happen because it basically, I mean, once the game starts, I think it's actually a rule now that I think ever since the Astros stuff, I don't think you're supposed to be on your phones even in the clubhouse, technically, like while the game's going on. So obviously he was doing that, stuck his phone in his pocket to go to the bathroom or something and forgot and brought it brought it out with him. But dude, so one, you already know he was on his phone when he wasn't supposed to be, which you know could be kind of no deal. But dude, to go out there to not realize and go out there with it in your pocket and have it fall out like that, oh my god, that's brutal. That is. Then you see the third base coach's face is like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like you fucking idiot." I mean, dude, I would just be, I wouldn't even like, he didn't even look like he wanted to take it from him. Like he wanted to make him hold it the whole time. But, dude, it's, man, I've never seen it like that. I've never seen a phone in the dugout like that on a player. I did witness one player. He had his phone in his back pocket during spring training, and we were doing infield outfield, and he would be on his phone in between his throws from the outfield. Um, so other than that, I haven't really seen it. But man, I can't even imagine. If that was me, dude, I would literally shit my pants. I would be so scared for whatever the manager was going to say to me after the game. Like, you fucking dumbass. Just, oh, that is like one of the, I feel like that's one of the worst things you could actually do, honestly. They're like,
I'm right there with you.
he's never going to hear the end of that from his, well, luckily most of the guys on the Pirates are a little bit younger. We'll have to get Will Crow back on here and ask what he thinks. But God, you did that with if you're a young guy and there's some vets on that team, dude, you would literally never hear the end of it. You'd be like fucking tortured for that stuff.
Yeah, that'll be held over his head probably for the rest of his time in Pittsburgh, if not Major League Baseball. But yeah, I never like to make a scene or like be the center of attention or storyboard material or whatever. But like for him, that's gonna be a thing. But yeah, I was always so curious about the phone thing because I remember Pablo Sandoval when he was in Boston, he got caught like liking pictures on Instagram during the game, and I've always been so curious, like what do you guys do with your phone? Like I personally am addicted to mine, so I can't be with more than 5 feet away from mine at any given time. Have you seen guys that are like kind of jonesing for scrolling the phone during the game?
Just in, it's in the clubhouse, it's in the lockers.
Yeah.
Guys go check whatever. I don't know if guys are sitting on Instagram or they're just, but for the most part, people are, watching the game. But when guys are done too, you might go back and do whatever. But I don't know. I really do. I want to say there's a rule about it now. I really do. So I don't think you're supposed to be on your phones. But you know, no harm, no foul. It's guys do it. If you can't be on Instagram in the dugout or like
Yeah.
I don't know, Pablo Sandoval is doing something. Maybe you don't realize how much people can actually see what's going on. But
Yep.
I can tell you one thing: you definitely don't leave it in your pocket and go run the bases or hit. Can you imagine he got drilled in the butt with his phone in there and smashed his phone in half and had to pull his phone out of his pocket after he got hit by a pitch, or if he or if he slid feet first instead of head first there.
When it fell out of his pocket, I didn't see a phone case on there either. So he's playing with fire, running the bases and having no phone case on like a new iPhone 13 with the 3 cameras on it. So, that's the story nobody else is talking about is how do you just roll, no phone case nowadays? You're just that confident with it that, you're never going to drop it. I wouldn't have that kind of confidence. So maybe he does.
No chance.
Yeah. And I think that's what killed my Major League Baseball career. It's just like, when they're like, hey, put the phone away. I'm just like, I can't. I have to, check, see what Twitter's up to right now. So I think out of everything, that's probably why, why I didn't get a chance to play with Brian.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Has to be.
Sounds right.